time. Am I muted? I don't know. You know what? Fuck you. You're not gonna ever know what we're doing. I'm not re-explaining it.
Were we muted the entire time?
Yeah, I was muted. You know why? It's because I have it set up so that on my hotkey, when I hit the Alt-1 key, it brings up the game and unmutes me.
Holy shit.
I told you. It's like 2 minutes, man. At least whatever. Superhero Fight Club. You'll figure out the rules as it goes. Maybe I'll let you guys come up with the heroes' names. Chat. I don't know. If we can't think of any, because that is usually the part we always struggle with. Climate change.
Yes. He just kills you.
Fire powers and pollution, something, I don't know.
Not currently.
It's climate change.
So, did you look at the wiki to see how they changed
That
the way
being
the
said,
rating works?
I don't fully know, but the random button still worked when I tested it earlier today.
So it gives me a choice of a random superpower, archetype, or trait.
Oh, yeah, I just assumed we were going to do superpowers, but if we want to fuck around with traits and archetypes later, I don't know what that does, but I just assumed we were going to do the superpower.
Speaking of traits,
so...
This is the
I
worst.
spat in an ancestry tube,
You spit in an ancestry tube.
and I'm gonna find out how fucked I am. Fucked up.
Okay, that actually made a lot more sense than I thought it did initially.
Because
Because I thought you said I spent an ancestry tube, and I would just went...
I heard,
Yeah?
I heard spit in an ancestry tube, and I
No,
was
that makes
like,
more sense, though. That I understand.
But I was like, oh, so is that like you went to the ancient Egypt Nile and found one of those jars that they stuffed organs into? That's your ancestry tube, and you spat in it.
See,
because
Nathan had the ears and I had the brain.
Pharaoh's curse.
But without both of them, it was not coming through.
Pharaoh's curse upon you.
No, I'm just figuring out how autistic I am.
Good save.
Nice one. Autistic.
I have my first superpower, and I hate it.
The first
You're not using
superpower
that
is
because I
autistic.
specifically brought up 4 tabs so we could do this.
Oh, shit.
It's displayed
All right.
on the screen, on the green screen behind me, specifically.
Okay.
So, here we go.
That's
I'm
a lot
curious,
better.
though. What'd you get?
Card immunity.
Card? What is it? Immunity to playing cards? You can't
Power to
play
be
poker?
completely unharmed by the effects of cards.
That's it.
So
Is
somebody
that, wait,
asked,
wait. Let me guess. Is this from that one weird Kingdom Hearts game?
No, it's from
Damn.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. There was that one weird Kingdom Hearts game where you had card-related powers. Anyway, welcome to the show. We're always like 10 times more schizo when we're actually on the screen.
Alright.
So, I'm gonna hit 4 random powers right now.
Schizo 25-7.
Who wants to be hero number 1?
I will be.
Okay.
Alright.
Hit you with that sauce. I will also
Justin,
be
you're
the
familiar with
first.
how this works. Would you
Yep.
like to be hero number 2?
I'd love to.
Okay, cool.
Let me just hit a button.
Now, because we're not really debating for anything, there's really no point in actually assigning you things. But you guys can come up with the names if you want, or chat can come up with them if
Alright.
we can. Okay, first power for hero number 1 is Zodiac Summoning.
Summon Zodiac.
The ability to summon Zodiac signs.
Get fucked, dude.
Sub-power of Zodiac Entity Manipulation.
Yes, I summon Pisces. 2 dead fish just flop onto the ground.
What
I
does this
summon
mean?
Gemini, one of those
Unclear.
people who are one of those people who are fused to the hip show up.
Alright. Second power, is seal manipulation. Now, is this the animal, the magic capability, or the music artist? That's an important question.
Variation of script manipulation and symbol manipulation.
It's the symbol kind.
Yeah, it's like the magic symbols.
Yeah, okay, so seals as in, like, you can seal people away.
That's unfortunate. I was really hoping it was the animal. That would have been so much better.
Alright, my turn.
Okay, Justin, here's your power number 1. It's not this. I have to hit random. This is what I had up.
Space-time solidification.
Physical plane lordship.
Alright, so we got somebody
I
who
think
can open and close a locked door in a bag and summon 2 fish versus the god of the universe.
Snowboarding match.
Who's a
Let's go! Let's
really
go!
good.
god of the universe who can do a sick kickflip down Mount Sugarloaf.
Okay, I've
So-
got on here. So you can see above me and
Oh,
beside
man.
me the powers with the names and the fucking pictures of them.
These ones are mine.
I'm terrible at moving my fingers in unison like this.
What the fuck?
So up here.
So I think that we should move directly to the part where I kill Nathan's hero.
Yeah, but it's up to ChatGPT to decide.
It's up to ChatGPT
Come on.
to decide.
Listen, think about those
If
sick
ChatGPT
skateboarding skills.
I don't think that's your highlight, Justin.
Look,
You
man,
know, I
I'm
feel
gonna
like being
snowboard
God is your highlight.
so
If
hard over
ChatGPT
you.
does not have Hero 2 win this, ChatGPT's judgment is out the door.
Okay, I want to look a little
Unless
more
this is
into
like
what the
some
Lord,
JoJo
the
type
lordship
shit.
side of it. I'm
What
really
it
curious.
actually does? Yeah,
I'm
let's look
very
into that.
curious.
Okay, physical plane lordship. The
So
user has authority over a physical realm, allowing them to manipulate everything that is logical in the real world, from atoms to physics.
All right, so I'm about to say this in a way that
You're God.
I don't know what I'm about to say if it actually is right, but I have domain expansion.
Kind of.
No,
Kind of.
that's not the same thing. Domain expansion is literally expanding your innate domain into reality to
Look what you got him
encapsulate
started on.
somebody.
Just
You
bring it
fucking
back.
did this to me. It's not
Bring
the
it
same
back.
thing.
But since it's like
Careful.
That's her superpower.
shit. Can I mail her to the North Pole?
Yeah, you do have that power. You can transport her to the North Pole telepathically or some shit.
Get over here!
You
Alright.
could theoretically you could summon a flock of birds to carry somebody to wherever you
Alright,
wanted.
Blake, put me at the North Pole.
All right, so Zodiac.
It's just a skeleton.
Zodiac. Whatever.
Summoning,
and
I
seal
can summon
manipulation.
the embodiments of
skeleton
all of the
is now, so it's
zodiacs.
just a plain
And
white
seal
tree.
manipulation.
And barrier.
What do we call
shit.
that hero? What is the name of that?
The
Bullshit.
Zodiac killer? Yeah.
The Zodiac. I don't know if GPT is gonna like me asking it to write a story about the Zodiac killer.
All right, you're gonna have to hear me out for my character. So here's how he works.
Okay.
Sure, he can manipulate everything in this place, but
Mhm.
like, he really loves the snowboarding. He really loves the snowboarding. Now, what is tangential to snowboarding? Skating.
fuck
He's
is
Tony
tangential?
Hawk, but he's like the snow
Tandy's
Aloha variant from Pokemon.
Snony cock.
You mean Shaun White?
Sure.
Shaun White.
Sure, he's Shaun White. It's just Shaun White
except
versus
if he was God.
versus some dude who can wave his hands and make a
Shaun
crab.
White is God. He just doesn't use his powers for anything because he only cares about snowboarding and he refuses to cheat at snowboarding.
Bro has
He just-
shitty presentation.
He just makes sure that the conditions for snowboarding are good whenever he's going to compete, but not in any way to benefit him, just so that it's a good
Just so it's a
time.
good day to
Yeah.
snowboard.
He might die.
Snowboard.
He allows it.
All right,
Alright.
now I'm gonna bring up GPT, and this is where this gets messy because GPT is going to decide some stupid bullshit.
I like
have
how we
a
claim these
pre-written-
heroes, even though we have no control over it whatsoever.
What?
I like
Oh,
how
yeah.
we get to claim these heroes.
Well, I mean, you guys each had input on what you were doing.
I guess.
My fucking
I summon.
I just figured giving you
I
guys
summon the
personal
embodiment
stakes
of
would be me.
Virgo. Some virgin just appears like, huh? What? All right, now go kill God.
Oh!
Ah!
Why is he snowboarding?
I don't know. He does it all the time. Go kill him for me.
How is he constantly going downhill?
Okay, so we have
My voice cracked.
the Zodiac. We gotta give him a better name than that, guys.
The Zodiac Summoner.
The Zodiac. Well, they.
The Zodiac fucker.
No. No, come on.
The
Zodiac
Zodiac Seducer.
Fucker the Zodiac.
You don't like the Zodiac Killer?
Deadpool's fat cousin.
The fuck.
I'll compromise for the Zodiac
fuck
Seducer.
The Zodiac.
Yeah, all right.
I don't.
let's go.
I'm afraid of what GPT will do with that.
The
But
fuck the Zodiac.
Would you?
if I get a big orange message that says this
La fuck.
violates our terms of service, I'm killing you guys.
Well, why me?
Oh,
What do
wow.
I do this time?
By
Copy of
association.
extension.
Do we want to include any of the details? The Zodiac Seducer has the power
To Zodiac.
to summon
The Zodiac.
physical manifestation of the Zodiac.
You know, depending on how it interprets physical manifestation, it might actually go, it summons it as like a creature,
Y'all seen my
and it may
fruit
make
forever,
that
right?
the argument.
and to create and manipulate magic seals.
Make sure to clarify what kind of seals.
Yeah,
It does
This is
not
the-
clarify.
not
This is the shrimp bread version.
not the animal.
Yes. That is the shrimp that fried the rice.
See, he's
All right.
right.
Do you want to
Yeah.
include any other details about the Zodiac
Find the right
seducer?
one.
No, my guy's cooked.
We don't want to get too attached.
I mean,
Justin.
you put everything on the table.
We should probably in the future do the reroll God powers rule.
Probably a good idea, but this one's funny.
This one is kind of funny. I want to see what it does. Justin, what did you decide this is?
He
Sean
only
White.
snowboards.
Sean White!
It might not be willing to write a story about a real person. It might yell at me about
Fine.
Juan
Sean,
Shite.
no.
Sean
No.
LaFawn.
Sean, but it's Sean Gray.
that. He's slightly more morally dubious.
Sean Gray
Sean Black.
has complete and
Wait,
utter
hey, now.
control over the physical everything from atoms to physics.
Over the physical realm. And really loves snowboarding.
Like, he's really good at it. He's like the Tony Hawk of skateboarding.
He's really good at it. He's the
This is
Tony
Mike's
Hawk
passion.
of snowboarding. Okay, are you
Dang.
ready?
Oh, hell yeah. I arrived not really that ready.
It's a
but
good
I'm
thing
ready
my
now.
GPT memory is full, so it won't remember any of this.
Kick up a cook.
Alright, let's
Okay.
see how long it takes.
gonna take a while to
Stars
generate.
and snow.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Battle of the Zodiac and the board.
Don't read it because I'm gonna make it read it out loud. Don't read it ahead of time. No spoilers.
How long is this going to go?
I don't know.
We don't
However
know.
long GPT thinks it takes to decide
Eventually
who
it
wins.
stops itself.
What the fuck?
Hey, Nathan!
What's up?
It's
Hey.
still
Well, it
going!
just generated a chapter called The Final,
Final
Blow,
Blow.
so I think we're done. Alright, here we
Alright.
go. I might have to turn off the music for this.
Let's see how
I'll-
loud it is.
I'll test it and then I'll turn off the music if I have to.
Hash stars and snow. The battle of the Zodiac and the board.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I can barely hear
The
that shit.
battlefield was an alpine valley, cloaked in a fresh layer of snow that sparkled under the twilight sky. The peaks loomed around them like silent spectators as two superheroes faced off, their breath visible in the crisp air. The Zodiac Seducer, draped in robes of shimmering constellations, stood with a confidence that only celestial power could grant. Her hands glowed with arcane energy, and the air around her.
It's Stolas!
Wait, what? It stopped. Is it because I made it not the active window? Can I?
Stars and snow.
Well,
The
we'll
battle
give
of
it
the
one more
Zodiac
shot.
and
If
the
it
board.
stops again, I'm just gonna fucking
Read it.
read.
Scroll up,
Read
come on.
it.
Was an alpine valley, cloaked in a fresh layer of snow
No,
that
I'm talking over
sparkled
this
under
part
the
because we
twilight
already heard
sky.
it, and I don't want to hear it again.
The peaks loomed around them like silent spectators as two superheroes faced off, their breath visible in the crisp air.
This is actually really
The
good.
Zodiac Seducer, draped in robes
GPT,
of
that's what
shimmering
GPT is best at,
constellations,
is writing
stood with a
stories
confidence
and
that only celestial power could
like
grant.
giving
Her hands
advice and
glowed
shit.
with arcane energy,
Anything
and the air
text-based,
around her
GPT is gonna do a
hummed
good
with the
job with.
distant roars and whispers of the zodiacal beasts she could summon. Sean Gray, clad in a sleek, insulated snowboarding suit, leaned casually on his board as though the frigid wind and an impending battle didn't faze him. His shaggy blonde hair caught the last light of the sun as he adjusted his goggles. He cracked a grin, one of a man who had mastered both gravity and adrenaline. "You sure about this?" Sean asked, his tone playful but edged with anticipation. "This is my turf." The Zodiac Seducer smirked.
I really hope.
"The stars align for me,
really
Gray.
won't.
Your mountains mean nothing." Round 1. The bull versus the board. The Zodiac Seducer raised her hand, tracing intricate patterns in the air. A massive seal appeared beneath her feet, glowing with golden light. The ground shook as Taurus, the bull of celestial power, materialized, a hulking, snorting beast with horns like glinting blades. Sean tilted his head,
That's pretty baller.
unimpressed. "A bull? Cute?" As the beast charged, Sean effortlessly shifted to the snow beneath his feet, forming a sleek ramp. Taurus hurtled forward, but Sean launched himself skyward, performing a flawless
Second
corkscrew
Chad.
flip over the creature's back. Mid-air, he manipulated the terrain again,
Hi,
forming a
Cheesecake.
patch of ice beneath Taurus's
Welcome to the
hooves.
stream.
The beast slipped, crashing into a snowbank. Landing with the grace of a champion, Sean quipped, maybe next time, try something with wings. Round 2. The Archer strikes. The Zodiac Seducer's smirk vanished. She gestured again, summoning Sagittarius, a glowing centaur wielding an ethereal bow. The Archer galloped across the snow, firing arrows of starlight that burned through the air. Sean darted left and right, reshaping the landscape with every movement. Hills turned into ramps, trees bent to shield him, and walls of snow erupted to block the arrows. He was a blur of motion, using the terrain as his weapon. But the Zodiac Seducer wasn't done. She cast another spell, summoning a magic seal beneath Sean. Golden chains erupted, seeking to bind him.
Ooh.
For a moment, it seemed as though the battle would end. Sean, however, had other plans. He stomped his board into the snow, breaking the chains with a burst of kinetic energy. Nice trick, he said, flipping onto a newly created ridge. My turn.
Classic.
Round 3,
My turn.
control versus chaos.
Yeah, that is the one downside to
Sean raised
GPT
his
is it's
hands,
going
and
to
the
be
valley
very
itself
cliche.
seemed to bow to him. Avalanches
Ah,
roared down the
now
mountainside.
this
Rivers of snow
is
converged on the
epic.
Zodiac Seducer. Her eyes widened as she conjured seals to hold the snow at bay, summoning Aquarius to flood the field with water to counter the frozen tide. For a
She's
moment,
ruined
it
his
was
snowboarding.
chaos. Water met snow, creating steam that filled the air,
What?
shrouding the battlefield in a thick fog.
Maybe it's
Within
hot
the
water.
mist, Sean weaved
Must
effortlessly,
be.
his snowboard carving paths that no human eye could track. The Zodiac Seducer called on her final ace, summoning Cleo, a fiery lion that
Cleo.
roared into existence,
Cleo.
its mane blazing. The creature illuminated the fog.
Leo.
its
Why did
feet
it
melting
pronounce it
the
like
snow.
that?
Don't
It
worry.
lunged at Sean, its claws raking through the air. Sean grinned. Fire's good, but ice is better.
No, this is
He
flavors
stomped his
now.
foot, freezing the moisture in the air. A blizzard erupted, the winds howling as snow and ice encased Leo. The lion struggled but faltered, its flames extinguished by the overwhelming cold. The final blow. The Zodiac Seducer, panting and drained, raised one hand for another spell, but Sean was already there. The snow beneath her feet shifted, throwing her off balance. He landed in front of her, his board spraying snow as he stopped. Looks like the mountain wins,
Very
Sean said
edgy.
with a smirk,
Yeah.
offering a hand to help her up. The Zodiac Seducer hesitated, then accepted the gesture. You're insufferable, she muttered, but there was a begrudging respect in her voice. Sean laughed, shouldering his board. And you're pretty cool, but hey, maybe next time, pick somewhere without so much snow.
Yeah.
As the stars began
I
to
think
shine
so.
brighter in the night sky, the two
It did
walked away
declare
from
Sean the
battle.
winner, though.
Opponents, but perhaps no longer enemies. Winner, Sean
Logic.
Gray. Logic? While the Zodiac are powerful, Sean's mastery of
Logic.
his advantage,
Logic.
countering her attacks, and turning the environment into his ultimate.
It sounds like
He was
this.
just done with this this week.
It sounds like this story was being told by the seducer.
Logic.
Logic, dab on them hoes.
Logic. I mean,
Logic.
look at them, Your Honor.
Logic, by all means, it doesn't make any sense to me.
But the
Your
numbers
Honor.
don't lie. What
Your
are the
Honor.
numbers?
Prestidigitation versus I control the snow.
Wish.
Wish.
Well, I mean, he's got like. The summoner basically has like gate. That's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
But Wish still beats it.
Unlimited wish.
Unlimited Wish.
Alright.
Welcome, guys.
Now this is Flavor Town. You're not wrong.
All right, here we go. Here's match number 2. We're gonna get
All right, let's see.
a new random. We're gonna re-roll in God powers this
Object
time,
weaponry. The
so
power
they can use anything as
weapons
weapon.
from objects and or with object-based power. Subpower of object construction.
Construct.
Variation. Object
Object
constructs and
weaponry.
variation of weapon creation and power weaponry.
All right,
I mean-
all right. That's cool.
It could be OP, but maybe.
I don't think it enables
Webbing combat.
It's Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man.
It's
The
Spider-Man.
ability to utilize webbing in combination.
We made
with physical
Spider-Man.
combat.
guys.
You crossed
It's more like
Spider-Man.
Miles Morales
Yeah.
because he's got like.
with like blade.
Well, that'd be more like electric powers. He doesn't really have that. So yeah, Blade is more like it. Spider-Man, if he was a douche who used guns.
Guns. Spider-Man who could make weapons out of anything.
Yeah.
Ice Cloud Generation. Hey, it's that bitch from One Piece.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Which one?
Okay.
The bird, right?
Yeah,
Who-
the harpy.
In the poison place. I watched One Piece.
Futuristic life form manipulation.
I probably should have read these, right?
Yeah, you should.
What do we got? Ice Cloud is valid.
Mhm.
Okay.
Futuristic life form.
What does that
manipulation.
mean?
I don't
Influence and
know.
control futuristic life forms? What the fuck does that mean?
What the frick?
Can we just re-roll the ones that we don't know how to make work? Because that's so
I mean,
hyper-specific.
GPT might make them work, but like,
But what is it?
I can't even tell you if it's a god power or not because I don't fucking know what it is.
Subpower of evolution manipulation.
Let's read a little bit more.
Um,
Users can control various futuristic life forms, creatures and species that have usually evolved from modern-day creatures due to future events and changes to the environment. I mean, this also implies that you can then, like, get life forms from the future because otherwise it does nothing innately.
but then what's
Because you'll
stopping?
never be in the future.
Then what's stopping you from like just pulling an army from the future to do whatever you want
I don't
and
know.
making it snowy?
Yeah, and making it
Then
snowy.
making it snowy.
I don't know. We should take a vote. I think this is valid. I think
we
it's a
should-
little weird, but it's valid.
I think we should re-roll this one.
I don't care. It'll be funny no matter what.
Trinity, you decide because Justin doesn't give a shit. He beat you to not having an opinion.
We'll let ChatGPT decide, so I don't care.
Hang on, hand me the keyboard and go to ChatGPT.
No,
just go
hold
ahead.
on. Let me read it.
Okay.
Hello, viewers.
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah, she exists. She's alive.
I
Yeah, man,
can't
she's standing there.
see.
Hey Trinity, do you know that you're alive?
Yes.
You can't read that.
Yeah, no. What the fuck?
I knew that would confuse her. Start from capabilities. That's where it actually tells you shit.
I mean, it's alright, like.
I mean, it's all right.
You don't think it's gonna be too complicated to?
Or broken.
No.
I
Alright.
feel like it would be unfun for us to figure it out, but GPT might do something weird with it.
All right.
It might give despise. It might make it go
All right.
logic.
So
ah.
we got ice cloud formation.
Let's go back to the first guy real quick. Object weaponry and webbing combat. What do we call that?
Oh wow.
Spider corral.
Hold on.
Spider
No.
corral.
Hold on.
James Bond.
Weapon Weber.
Weapon Weber.
That's not bad.
I mean, it
It's
ain't
a
great.
little, it's a
but
little cheesy, but
we're here for it. This is ChatGPT that we're talking about.
Okay, did it say you could create weapons, or was it just
Turn any object into a weapon.
can turn any object? It's Jackie Chan, if he was also Spider-Man, into a weapon.
Jackie Spider.
Spider Chan.
Jackie Man.
Spider Chan.
Spider Chan.
No, wait, don't call him that.
No, you're right.
That's a terrible idea.
It's gonna make it Penny Parker instead.
Jackie Man.
What?
Jackie Man.
No,
Jackie Man. I mean, I'd allow it.
Jackie Man.
There is. Okay, chat. Do you have any ideas for what do we call this? A superhero who's basically Spider-Man, but he turns everything into weapons.
Sling shitter. Split.
Sling shitter.
War Spider.
That's not bad. I like that.
Giva.
Jacob W.
Says he's in our walls. Does that mean he's here? He
Are
shouldn't
you?
be here.
He
I
could
hope he's
be.
not here. I mean,
That'd be hilarious. You
I
should
mean,
be
I
here.
wouldn't be against him being here. I just doesn't he have work?
Who's here?
He's gonna
Fuck.
get fired.
Fuck work.
Fuck work. The boys are making up superheroes.
Who's
Yeah.
whom?
Until future notice, I'm going with War Spider. What?
Or
Any other information? Nope, they are just attacking each other in the chat. Oh, what the hell?
What would you do?
if there was a child right in front of you.
No.
And okay, the other one is Futuristic life forms and ice cloud
Wait.
generation. Something like
Oh,
something like Deep Freeze or
hang on.
Ice Age 2.
Yeah, Ice Age.
Ice Age. I could go with Ice Age.
Ice Boogaloo.
Ice Age. Ice Age 2. Ice Boogaloo.
Sure.
No, I'm vetoing giving it an entire movie title.
The Ice Age.
No, just like Ice Boogaloo.
I'll allow it.
Ice
It's
Boogaloo.
terrible, but I'll allow it.
Can turn any. And manipulate futuristic life forms.
Whatever that means. I'm putting
Man.
this in. I don't know what that means.
That might,
They'll
that
figure
might
it out.
fuck with the.
No, GPT is pretty smart. I think it'll know that I just don't know what that means.
I certainly hope so. All right.
All right, here we go. Very cool.
Frostbite Showdown War Spider versus Ice Boogaloo.
I can't believe we named it. GPT is going to create something horrid out of that.
It's just
should.
going.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
that. It's gonna
Well,
do that.
Hopefully we don't pay it. Let's not pay attention to the victor.
Maybe I should keep it. Maybe I should tell him to keep
I
it to
simply
one
look
round.
I don't know,
No,
man.
no.
It's
No,
doing-
no.
Let him cook.
You
the
like it?
climax.
Let
I don't know,
him
man.
go.
It's
Okay.
writing it like an actual chapter.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but just one chapter is fine.
The Frostbite Showdown. War Spider versus Ice
GPT
Boogaloo.
hates me.
The battle began in a sprawling tech graveyard, a field of derelict machinery and shattered neon towers on the edge of the city.
That's a pretty
The
cool
sky
setting.
glowed an eerie green as remnants of synthetic life flickered faintly in the dark. A bitter wind howled through the ruins, kicking up dust and debris.
Your keyboard.
War Spider crouched atop a crumbling satellite dish, her lean form shrouded in shadows.
Oh, War
Her
Spider's a
hands
woman.
glowed faintly as she infused a chunk of broken machinery with her power, reshaping it into a jagged
I guess we
throwing
didn't
blade.
specify.
I suppose
She
not.
I was
twirled the
definitely
weapon
picturing like
absentmindedly
a
before
Spider-Man
launching it into the
2099.
distance.
Yeah.
It embedded itself into a rusting drone with a satisfying clang. Ice Boogaloo? She muttered, scanning the records below. Where are you? You frosty weirdo?
You frosty weirdo!
Boogaloo emerged from the mist, his presence marked by an unnatural chill that froze the ground beneath his feet.
Honestly, that quote is
His
pretty
silhouette
valid
was
for a
otherworldly,
Spider-Man
half
ripoff.
human, half something else.
Yeah.
Bioluminescent
What does
blue
that mean?
veins pulsed
I
beneath his
think he's
translucent
avoiding
skin,
the
and his arms glimmered with
video for some
frost-covered
reason.
filaments that writhed like living tendrils. You're trespassing, War Spider.
Why
he
were
said,
the
his voice a calm,
Cheez-Its in the
resonant echo.
fridge?
Leave now, and I won't have to turn you into an icicle. War Spider laughed, a sharp, defiant sound. Cute. Let's see what those futuristic hits of yours can do.
I really hope that's visible.
Blades
It's not.
versus beasts.
Damn.
War Spider didn't wait for an invitation. She vaulted
That was though, I bet.
Having latched onto a nearby tower as she
Just
swung
back
low
out
and
of the
fast.
fridge.
In one fluid motion, she ripped a rusted steel
Why
beam
were
from the
they
ground
in the
and hurled it at Ice
fridge?
Boogaloo. The
Please,
beam transformed
please,
in flight, morphing into a
Please,
spiked javelin.
please.
Ice Boogaloo waved his
Ah!
hand.
I
summoning
think
a
we've lost
swarm
the
of
plot.
glowing insect-like life
Yeah,
forms.
I'm
Retreating
kind
to
of
the
It's
dark
only
void,
round one.
assembling the javelin
Oh,
into
okay, we
harmless
didn't deserve
shards before converging on War Spider. War Spider spun into action, creating a pair of spinning chakrams from broken drone parts. She sliced through the swarm with precision, webs flicking like whips as she dodged and countered. Not bad, Ice Boogaloo said, summoning a massive cloud of icy mist. From its depths emerged a towering quadruped, its limbs jagged and crystalline, eyes glowing with alien intelligence. The beast lunged at War Spider, its claws tearing through the ground. War Spider leapt over it, attaching a web to its back and flipping onto its shoulders. With a deft motion, she plunged a sharpened pole into the creature's crystalline hide. The beast roared, bucking wildly, but War Spider held firm, her agility and weapon mastery keeping her ahead of the attack. Round 2. The freeze factor.
The freeze.
Ice Boogaloo
factor.
raised both hands, and the air around him dropped sharply. Frost spread across the battlefield, encasing debris in a crystalline sheen. War Spider's footing faltered as ice coated her webbing, making it brittle. She swung to a nearby ledge, her breath visible in the freezing air. Getting cold feet?
Boo!
Ice Boogaloo taunted. His alien creatures were forming
I
into
wanna
a
refund.
single
Nice to meet
serpentine
you.
mass of frost and
Boo!
light.
Doesn't this cost
Forcing
money?
War Spider to dodge as the creature
Kinda.
shattered the ledge beneath her. War Spider growled,
Not
yanking
really.
a frozen satellite panel free.
You only pay
She
by
reshaped it into a
character
massive
if you
glaive and
use the
hurled it with all her
API,
strength.
which is this is not. This
Ice
is the
Boogaloo
site.
sidestepped. the
Although
glaive
I do
embedding into
technically
the
have a
ground beside
subscription
him.
to it,
But
which
the
means that I
distraction
am
gave War
technically
Spider
paying
time
for
to
it.
close the gap. She
But I wouldn't
somersaulted
need
toward
to.
him, landing a kick square in his chest.
I only need that for when I write
impact
code
sent
with
him
it
sprawling,
because
but the icy terrain worked
that
in his
actually
favor.
requires me to use the
He
most
slid
recent version.
gracefully to his feet, countering with a blast of freezing mist.
But writing
that
a story
engulfed her.
doesn't.
Round 3, the decisive blow.
Justin's looking at me
War
like
Spider
I
emerged from the mist,
killed his
slower
dog
now.
or something.
Her movements
Because he's
hindered
eating
by
cold
ice
fucking
forming on her
Cheez-Its!
limbs.
The
Ice
dipshit put the
Boogaloo
Cheez-Its
pressed
in
the
the
advantage,
fucking
his
fridge!
alien tendrils extending to restrain her.
I'm
Of course
curious.
he's disappointed, they're cold!
Frost.
And soggy!
I'm curious. Do you have an opinion? Was
I
that a
warned you,
mistake? Do
he
you regret
said,
your actions?
summoning a shard of pure ice. This ends now. But War Spider wasn't done. With a burst of strength, she transformed the ice around her legs into jagged spikes. The sudden explosion of energy sent Ice Boogaloo's creatures scattering. She lunged forward, grabbing a stray fragment of debris and morphing it into a massive, spiked hammer. You talk too much, she growled, swinging the hammer down. Ice Boogaloo barely dodged, but the impact shattered the ground beneath them. War Spider capitalized on his unsteady footing,
I really want to try to
wrapping a
take
web
this
around his
seriously.
arm and pulling him into a vicious uppercut. Ice Boogaloo staggered, but his alien resilience kicked in.
He's just a One Piece
With a
character.
surge of frost and fury,
Kind of
he
is, yeah.
summoned his largest beast yet, a towering humanoid colossus of ice and alien energy. It loomed over the battlefield, its glowing eyes locking onto War Spider. War Spider stared up at the creature, then grinned. Guess I'll need a bigger hammer. The climax. The fight raged on. War Spider's ingenuity and quick thinking pitted against Ice Boogaloo's control over the battlefield and his life forms. In the end, however, the environment tilted the scales. The sheer cold sapped War Spider's strength,
Damn.
slowing
Damn.
her movements. Her webbing grew brittle, her weapons shattering on impact. Ice Boogaloo, immune to the freezing conditions, used his control over his creations to overwhelm her.
It's Ice Boogaloo
As she
coming
fell
to
to her
kill us.
knees,
Oh, no.
frost creeping up her arms,
That
Ice
actually
Boogaloo
is.
approached.
That actually is snow
He
though.
didn't
That
gloat,
was snow falling off the
simply
roof.
encased her in a cocoon of ice.
No.
Stay down.
I'm not kidding. It's snow falling off the
Almost
roof and hitting the
regrettable.
hatchway.
Next time, choose a battlefield that isn't mine.
It ended the
Winner.
same way.
Ice Boogaloo.
Damn.
I just
Wait,
think-
did they become friends?
No.
Ice Boogaloo's
The
control
same-
over the
next
environment
time,
and his
pick a
ability to
battlefield
create
that isn't
resilient,
X.
intelligent life forms gave him
Wait,
the
really?
decisive
Did they say
edge.
the same name? Well, to be
War
fair, they both
Spider's
had snow
adaptability and
power.
weapon mastery were
Yeah.
formidable, but the freezing
That could be on
conditions
us a
and
little
relentless
bit.
onslaught proved too much to overcome.
Alright.
Chat is scared. I don't know why.
Sucks. They're scared of Ice Boogaloo and his ability to.
Ice Boogaloo's
Next.
at their door.
Next. Yeah.
Ice Boogaloo won. Wasn't it the guy that won both times too?
Yeah.
I'm noticing a pattern.
It was the second one. It's picking the second one to win every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, okay. let's
Nathan,
see
even
they-
if it was a coin flip, that's still a 25% chance. It's a very possible odds.
Why?
Yeah.
If it's a
Actually,
coin flip,
because
how's
we
it
don't care
25?
whether it was the first or second,
Mm-hmm.
it's more like
This
a 50%
is
chance.
odd.
It's a 50% chance it would be the same one both times, regardless of whether it was first or second. And since we would be having this conversation regardless of whether it was first or second, I would argue that it's a 50% chance.
ChatGPT is very biased, but they are unbiased in their decision-making progress right now.
They're unbiased in their biases,
Mhm.
in what they are biased about.
Alright, next superhero
Alright.
showdown.
Next superhero, Jeff.
Jeff the Talking Mongoose.
What's his power? He's Jeff. Potential energy generation.
Oh,
Okay.
it's another One Piece character.
They
Alright.
should go from anywhere to I can walk.
Why does he look different? Does this come up later? Does he return? Damn, I didn't know that.
Alright, kinetic energy generation and indomitable heroism.
That's not a power.
I think it's valid.
Is the power.
That's just the
social.
American spirit.
It's called being
Indomitable
American.
heroism.
That's
I'll-
Nirvana.
I'm not
I'll
an
allow
idiot. Yeah.
I'll allow it. What do we? Okay, before we go into this, let's come up with a name first before we figure out the other one.
Bikagu!
Potential energy, and
He's just a hero.
Kill
Hold on. We
the
can make this
American
work.
dream.
Beat Rush. I don't know. I think it'd be neat.
Potential energy with
George
unruly-
Washington.
The
The Unstoppable Force!
Yeah.
Yeah!
All right. We got the Unstoppable Force. That one's.
Yes!
The brother.
Now we just need an immovable
Yeah!
object. Give us an immovable object.
Potion manipulation.
What is that?
That's a pony.
Is
From
that
My Little Pony.
Is it?
Yes.
My Little
My
Pony
brain can't
series.
process what I'm looking
The
at.
thing in the background looks vaguely My Little Pony shaped.
What
Why
do you
does it look-
vaguely? It says
Yeah, it
My
says
Little
My
Pony.
Little Pony.
Why does
series.
this look like an AI generated My Little Pony though? No offense, GPT.
It looks like a
sorry.
zebra.
All right, what do we got? For
What is the name of a baby zebra?
Nuclear capacitor.
nuclear? Wait, what was the first one again? I already forgot.
Potion manipulation.
Nuclear capacitor and potion manipulation.
Yeah, I can manipulate potions into nukes.
They're just called foals.
Dr. Chernobyl.
Huh? Oh, you mean baby
Zebras. Yeah.
zebras? No.
They're not
Yeah.
ponies. They're foals.
Ah.
My little foal.
My
You're a
Little
fool.
Foal doesn't roll off the tongue.
My little foal.
I'm gonna fool your role.
I'm gonna fold
Please
you.
do.
Anyways, can we get back to naming the second hero?
Yeah, what do we call this? Chat, do you have an input on this?
We should, is what they're saying.
Yeah, but that was about something else, I think. Let's make some Wallace and Gromit fanfic. No! You know, you want to make Wallace and Gromit fanfic with ChatGPT, you do it on your time.
Yeah.
I'm not
Uh,
writing Wallace and Gromit fanfic.
How about Dr. Chernobyl?
Cowabunga.
I'm okay with Dr. Chernobyl.
Yeah. The Unstoppable Force versus Dr. Chernobyl.
Okay.
Alright, here we go.
Okay,
All right.
there we go. I'm gonna put
Type
it.
that shit out. I will look away so I don't get the ending spoiled.
Yeah, I keep seeing it as well. I have to look though because I have to be the one who clicks the start audio button.
I can't.
I'll tell you
read.
what though, I'll scroll up before you guys look so that you don't have to see it. Okay.
The Unstoppable Force.
Unstoppable Force. Right.
Who has kinetic energy generation.
Can store and generate kinetic energy.
And has the fucking
And has an indomit. How do you spell indomitable?
look at the thing because
Indomitable
Excuse me.
heroic spirit. There's no way this one doesn't win. Just
Yeah.
because ChatGPT tends to favor the hero. And this is very clearly.
Dr.
Well,
Chernobyl
we'll see now
can
if,
create.
if it doesn't pick the second option.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Potion
Can-
manipulation. And can store.
I'm gonna assume that that means can like make and
I can manipulate potions too.
use potions
For example,
and.
this potion is smoking. I'm gonna drink it.
All right, Aaron.
Nuclear capacitor. Absorb and store nuclear energy for later use.
I'm noticing a pattern there.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Name it Gromit. You know what, chat?
We'll name the next one Gromit.
We'll name the next one Gromit.
The Clash of Powers, the Unstoppable Force versus Dr. Chernobyl.
Okay. Well, GPT does this. It's a time for a word from our sponsor. We don't have a sponsor. I should probably put the songs back on while we're talking about it, but I keep forgetting
If
to
you
do
want
that.
to stall, I need to use the bathroom.
Okay. I mean, isn't listening to the entire story a form of stalling to begin with?
No, I like listening to its narrative.
Okay, I'll stall for you then.
Thank you.
In the meantime, chat, let's put your music back on. I know you like it. How's it going, chat?
So, I were to impose a dying pass.
Yeah.
How fast would it take for dying to just disappear?
Dying to stop. Instant. Instantaneous.
Hell yeah.
Headlines. Brilliant president imposes dying tax. Dying is no more.
Oh yeah. You just did. Everyone now can't die. It's a horror movie.
Damn.
Kid's first horror story.
I could see that being a good horror story. About nobody's able to die.
Mm-hmm.
So like everybody starts doing crazy shit. And they're like, there's like people tormenting each other and like locking them in their basements and shit because like they can't die to get out of it. Like the real sickos of the world would come out, I think.
I recall actually seeing some story when I was a wee lad. I don't remember when it was like elementary school or kindergarten. But it was a movie about a guy.
Jacob just pointed out inheritance tax exists.
It's true.
It basically already does exist.
Yeah. But the movie, what it is that there's this guy who's going around, and the only part of the beginning I remember is that he has 4 biscuits, and he hands a biscuit to a bunch of people who he goes by, and each person gives him an item.
Mm-hmm.
And the last biscuit he has, he splits in half and then gives both to the guy. And he gets like these 4 magic items from everyone. And he eventually, he uses these magic items to first, he swindles a bunch of devils. He becomes a healer through the power of mystic water. And he has a bag that can,
This definitely sounds like a Marvel hero.
and he has a bag that can trap anything in it. And what he does is he traps death in the bag and no one dies. Everyone gets super fucking depressed after like 300 years because no one can die.
What is this?
Some story I remember. And then he eventually releases Death, and Death is afraid of him and runs
you reading
away. And everyone starts to die again.
Ready?
Like,
Jump
yeah, we're
ahead.
waiting on you. I was cleaning some dust off of here, and Justin was telling the story. So.
Alright,
really
don't look
shitty
because
one, I
I'm
guarantee you.
scrolling to the bottom.
Hadger, the clash of powers, the unstoppable force versus Dr. Chernobyl.
Dr. Chernobyl.
The nuclear
said
power
that with
plant
a lot of
stood in
angst. She
eerie
does not like
silence,
Dr.
its
Chernobyl.
towers spewing faint plumes of smoke into the twilight sky. Inside, the atmosphere was thick with tension and radiation. The air crackled with latent energy, the perfect battlefield for a duel that would decide the fate of the surrounding city. The unstoppable force, clad in a sleek suit reinforced with kinetic absorbers, strode confidently through the plant. His every step seemed to vibrate with the power stored within him. The air around him shimmered
he's starting
slightly
already
as though
charged
the
up.
energy waiting to be unleashed warped reality itself. His fists clenched as he called out, "Dr. Chernobyl, stop this madness and come quietly. No one has to get hurt." The shadows stirred, and from the reactor chamber emerged Dr. Chernobyl, a gaunt figure cloaked in a tattered lab coat glowing faintly green.
Chernobyl.
His eyes burned with an unnatural luminescence, and his hands gripped vials of unstable concoctions. The ground beneath his feet seemed to hiss and bubble as traces of radiation leaked from his body. "Hurt?" Dr. Chernobyl sneered, his voice a low rasp. "You think you can lecture me about harm? The world hurt me first, unstoppable.
Kind of, Jacob.
I'm simply returning the favor."
You
With
forgot
a
to
swift
add the
motion,
1
he
round
hurled one of the
clause,
vials.
didn't you?
It shattered midair,
Yeah.
releasing a toxic
I
cloud
didn't
of
think of it
green
as
mist
an
that
option,
surged
sorry.
toward the unstoppable force. Round 1. Speed versus strategy. The unstoppable force dove sideways, channeling the kinetic energy from his roll into his legs. He sprang up, faster than a human could blink, and closed the gap between them with a single leap. His fist rocketed toward Dr. Chernobyl, carrying the force of a speeding truck. Dr. Chernobyl raised his hand, absorbing the kinetic energy of the punch into his glowing body. The
He
impact
can't do that.
didn't move him an inch.
Bastard.
Instead, he grinned as his aura
What?
brightened, the stored energy mingling with the nuclear power coursing through him. "Thank you
He's
for the
cheating.
donation," he said mockingly,
This
unleashing
is
a radiant
ChatGPT. It was
burst of
eventually
nuclear
going to get
heat.
unhinged.
The wave blasted the unstoppable force backward, slamming him into a console. Round 2. Brute strength versus cunning. The unstoppable force groaned but rolled to his feet.
It's because we said
Nice
doctor.
trick. Let's see how you
It
handle
is.
this.
He's smart.
He
They made
sprinted
him
forward,
smart because
his
he's
body
a doctor.
glowing as he released energy stored from countless battles.
We
Every
gave
step
Dr.
built
Chernobyl a
momentum,
buff.
turning him into a human missile.
Check the patch
Dr.
notes.
Chernobyl anticipated the charge. He opened a vial filled with a swirling blue liquid and chugged it.
Next
His
time we
body
should
seemed
just
to
make
blur
up
and
one
warp as the
where the
potion
first
enhanced his
person very
reflexes,
clearly wins.
allowing him to
and see what
sidestep
it
the
does
unstoppable
with that.
force at the last second.
We should make the next one
hero's momentum carried
the
him into the
Terminator
reactor core,
versus
cracking its outer shell.
Fluttershy and see what
Alarms
works with
blared
that.
as radiation levels spiked. Dr. Chernobyl laughed, his voice booming over the chaos. You're only making it easier for me. More power to absorb. The villain raised his arms, drawing energy directly from the leaking core. His aura expanded, crackling with unbridled nuclear
But it
might.
did
Do you feel it,
blatantly
hero?
make Dr.
The raw
Chernobyl the
power
villain
of the
though,
atom.
so hopefully
can't
it has
stop me.
the hero win.
Round
I mean, maybe
Heart
it
versus
does like
habit.
to be cliche. Maybe it's gonna do
The
like the
unstoppable
stupid hero
force
and
gritted
Domino
his
nonsense. He
teeth,
like
his
picks up a
heroic
rock
spirit
and like
rising
David
despite the
Goliaths him in
odds.
the head.
He could feel the radiation eating at his strength, but he refused to falter. You're wrong,
Yeah,
Chernobyl.
there it is.
I'm not here to stop you.
Well, we did give him an
I'm here to
indomitable
save
will,
you.
so
And everyone else.
that's in character.
Channeling the last of his stored energy, the unstoppable force launched himself at the core, slamming his body into it to seal the crack. The force of the impact stabilized the reactor, but at a cost, he was now
Where did the
face to
reactor
face
come
with
from?
Dr.
Hold on,
Chernobyl.
did I miss that?
Don't worry about
The villain raised a glowing hand, preparing to unleash a final nuclear blast. But the unstoppable force acted first, slamming a kinetically charged punch into the ground.
You like that
The
one?
shockwave disrupted Dr. Chernobyl's footing, sending him stumbling. Before the villain could recover, the unstoppable force tackled him, driving the kinetic energy of their struggle into a concentrated blast. The resulting explosion knocked both of them apart, leaving the plant eerily silent. The aftermath. When the dust cleared, the unstoppable force stood, battered but unbroken. Dr. Chernobyl lay unconscious, his glow dimmed as his body expelled the excess energy he had absorbed. The reactor hummed steadily, its crisis averted. The unstoppable force knelt beside his fallen foe, breathing heavily. You're not beyond saving, Chernobyl. No one is.
I don't know.
The world
Chief.
Chief.
I don't know,
Curse
Chief.
the world.
And detained Dr. Chernobyl.
Uh,
The unstoppable force looked back at the glowing core, the weight of his sacrifice settling on him. He knew the radiation exposure had taken a toll, but for him, the mission was always worth the cost.
Alright, here we go.
Winner,
Nice. That was a
The
very
unstoppable
Spider-Man
force.
2 ending.
Very.
logic. While Dr. Chernobyl's ability to absorb nuclear and kinetic energy made
He
him
can't
a
absorb
formidable
kinetic
opponent,
energy.
the
You made that
unstoppable
up.
force's indomitable spirit and creative use of his kinetic power allowed him to turn the tide. His willingness to take risks and protect others at all costs ensured his victory in the end.
The hero wins.
All right.
Alright, GPT.
Can we have the battle between the golden ratio and the silver ratio and just let it do the rest?
Give me the keyboard.
No,
Give me the
I'm
keyboard.
doing it. it's gonna be like, what is he talking about? I hate this. Yep.
Oh, also, don't forget to add the one round.
Oh yeah.
Keep it to one round.
Actually, just for to make this quicker in the future. Where the fuck is my cursor? There it is. There we go. There you go.
The
Oh,
perfect
God.
clash. The golden ratio versus the silver ratio.
What is it going to do?
I don't know. The first and only round is being super
The
passive
first-
aggressive.
GPT is so passive aggressive right now.
It's like, fine, you didn't like my narrative? Fuck you. And acknowledge.
That I think that's okay. I've
Perfect
seen the.
clash, the golden ratio versus the silver ratio.
I saw the
The
ending, and I
duel
think this
took
might be a
place
very
in the middle of the Grand
controversial
Plaza,
ending.
a sprawling courtyard surrounded by towering skyscrapers. The space itself was an artist's dream, designed with elegant symmetry, clean lines, and subtle curvature that whispered harmony. It was the perfect arena for two beings who embodied mathematical perfection to test their strengths. On one side stood the golden ratio, glowing with a golden aura that seemed to draw the eye naturally, irresistibly. Every movement, every step was fluid and mesmerizing, an embodiment of absolute perfection. His power lay in his ability to manipulate balance, proportion, and harmony, turning the very fabric of space into a flawless dance of angles and symmetry. Opposing him was the Silver Ratio, a cool, calculated figure clad in shimmering silver, her presence sharp and
The same
understated,
guy.
yet undeniably captivating.
Guys, we
Her
just
powers
created the
stem
Marvel
from
problem where the
unpredictability
hero's
within
main
order,
villain is just
using
him but
asymmetry
evil.
and deviation to stand behind the absolute.
Yeah, but
Where the golden
he's
ratio's
evil because
power was
of
beauty and predictability,
taxes or something.
Hers was elegance
For a
born from
justifiable
discipline.
reason.
They circled each other, the tension thick enough to bend the light around them. The first and only round. The golden ratio struck first,
And only.
extending his hand as golden spirals materialized around him, expanding outward in concentric patterns. The air shimmered as his constructs took shape, golden bridges, shields, and weapons, each a marvel of precision. He moved like a dancer, every strike an arc of pure balance. The Silver Ratio was ready. She twirled her fingers, silver edges forming jagged constructs that sliced through the golden spirals. Her creations weren't perfect. They didn't need to be. She wielded the strength of near perfection, a subtle deviation that disrupted the patterns the golden ratio relied on. Your precision is your flaw, she said coolly, sending a barrage of asymmetrical silver shards toward him. Beauty doesn't always follow the rules. The golden ratio deflected the shards with a glowing shield, but the uneven angles threw him off balance. And your chaos
I'd like
is
to
meaningless
specify
without
we
order
did
to
not
challenge it.
give them
he
any
countered,
power.
leaping into the air.
It's just figuring
A
that out
golden
himself.
spiral followed him, morphing into a blinding lance as he hurled it at her. The Silver Ratio sidestepped.
It's
Not
kind of taken
perfectly,
the
but
Green
effectively.
Lantern approach, though.
The lance
Yeah, I
grazed
like it.
her, cutting her shoulder, but she used the impact to spin, launching herself forward. Her silver constructs formed a jagged spear, and she thrust it toward the golden ratio. He twisted, using the momentum of her attack to pull her into a golden vortex. The spiral trapped her, forcing her to the ground as he loomed above. It's over, he said, his tone calm but triumphant. But the Silver Ratio only smirked. Not quite. With a flick of her
Trudy is
hand, she
dying.
shattered the golden spiral from within.
You
Its
okay,
fragments
Trudy?
collapsed
This ain't
inward,
about her.
destabilizing the golden ratio's constructs. The symmetry around them began to falter, slight deviations that disrupted his focus. He stumbled as the perfect patterns he relied on dissolved into chaos. The Silver Ratio pressed her advantage, closing the distance.
Justin
Her
is
jagged
seriously
blade flickered
pondering
with a
this.
silvery glow as she landed a precise blow to his chest. The golden ratio staggered, golden light dimming as he fell to one knee. The aftermath. The Silver Ratio stood over her opponent, breathing heavily but victorious.
Breathing heavily again.
Perfection is beautiful,
Number 2 again.
she said, her voice softer now, but it's also fragile. Sometimes, it's the flaws that make something truly strong. The golden ratio looked
Number
up
one
at her,
won the
his
third
aura
round, though.
flickering faintly. He gave a
Because-
small,
Only because we gave
rueful
him
smile.
indomitable will.
Even beauty
Yeah.
must bend to the
Indomitable
unexpected.
Because we made him the hero.
Yeah.
And
The battle
GPT
was
likes
over.
making the hero
The
win.
symmetry of the plaza remained intact, but now there was a jagged crack through its center, a testament to the triumph of elegant imperfection over flawless design. Winner,
I
the
disagree.
Silver Ratio. Logic, the Silver Ratio's power to exploit deviations and disrupt harmony
The
made her the logical victor.
Golden
While
Ratio
the Golden
fan was getting
Ratio's
heated.
strength lay in his
Yeah,
precision
really.
and perfection, those very qualities left him vulnerable
Jaden
to
died in
chaos
the
and
chat.
unpredictability, which the Silver Ratio masterfully wielded to her advantage.
Alright, chat. I'm gonna make a very controversial move. Controversial in this room. Chat's
Yeah.
gonna love it.
Yeah. Please.
What's happening?
Please write a short story about Wallace
Syndrome.
and Gromit meeting the K-pop band
I knew it.
Artemis. I am not, and in an equally controversial move,
keep
I'm
it
not
to-
going to tell him to keep it short.
Oh
I'm checking
no!
out. Fuck you.
Wallace and Gromit meet Artemis.
Round one.
Oh no! How long is it?
Oh wait, did it? Oh no, it's still going.
It's still go. Oh no! It's still going.
It'll get there.
A musical collaboration.
Hang on, no spoilers. We're gonna wait for it to finish generating first.
Oh no!
Alright,
It
chat,
finished.
you asked for this. This is the only time I'm ever doing this.
I'll.
Wallace and Gromit meet. The quiet town of Wigan hummed with anticipation as Wallace tinkered away in his workshop. Gromit, as always, was by his side, ears
be
perked
there
and
for
ready
you
to
when
intervene when
it's
Wallace's latest contraption inevitably
probably
went
lyrics.
haywire. "Ah, Gromit," Wallace exclaimed, tightening the last
I hope
bolt
this
on a
turns out
peculiar
similar to
device that
Carrie
looked like a hybrid between a
Uridine
radio and a
meeting the
telescope.
K-pop
Us
group.
cracks.
Meeting the Us Cracks.
Interstellar Musical Invitation Transmitter is ready. It's designed to invite musical talents from all over the world, nay the universe, to share their tunes with us. Imagine the fame, lad. Gromit raised an eyebrow, skeptical as always.
I'm actually a
decided
little
to let
surprised
his
it didn't
cheese-loving
yell at me
inventor
for using
friend
real
carry
people.
on. Wallace flipped a switch, and the device emitted a series of words.
Maybe he doesn't
clicks,
think
and
Artemis is
flashes.
real. It probably went
Then-
Artemis.
Oh no, I was
Quite
referring to Wallace and
unexpectedly,
Gromit. They're
he
clearly
spat
real.
out a golden
Oh.
ticket stamped with elegant Hangul lettering. "Cracking contraption, eh?" Wallace said, reading the ticket aloud. "Congratulations, Wallace and Gromit. You've won an exclusive meet and greet with Artemis."
Artemis.
Artemis.
Artemis? Who or what might that be?
Wallace and Gromit
They don't know what
about it.
Artemis is.
Where a vibrant music video featuring 4 dazzling performers was playing. He pointed his paw at the screen, and Wallace's
No.
eyes
Did you
widened.
get
It's
that
like
right?
8, I
Great
think.
Scott Gromit, a K-pop
Actually, wait,
band.
that
And
might
they're
be
coming
Luna.
here? We'd better
I don't
tidy
know.
up.
Chat,
Fetch the crackers.
you're the experts.
No,
How
wait,
many members
fetch
of
the
Artemis
crackers
are
and the
there?
Wensleydale.
One.
The arrival of RMS. The following afternoon, the RTMS van rolled into town, its sleek black exterior a stark contrast to the quaint countryside. The 4 members, Kim Lip, Jin Sol, Chori, and Heejin, stepped out, their
Well?
charisma radiating even in the sleepy village.
Damn.
JBT's a real
Wallace dashed
fan.
out of the house,
I guess
his
so.
knitted vest slightly askew. "Welcome, welcome. I'm Wallace, your host for the day, and this here is my faithful companion,
How
Gromit."
funny would it be if they all speak
Gromit offered a
Korean?
polite wave, holding a tray of cheese and crackers. The members of RTMS smiled warmly. "Thank you for inviting us," Kim Lip said. "We were curious about this."
Why did it change voice for a second? Did you hear that?
Jinsol added, "And we heard Wensleydale is a must-try." "Oh, indeed it is," Wallace exclaimed, beaming. "Come inside.
They
We've got a
show up and
proper
they're
northern
all
welcome
like
waiting for you."
claymation and everything.
Musical collaboration.
Chat says
Inside,
Artemis has 5
Wallace and
members.
Gromit
Which one did
introduced the
GPT
band to
forget
their
about?
yet eccentric home.
Luna has 12.
RTMS marveled at the inventions cluttering the space, from the automatic toast butterer to the rocket-powered kettle. "This place is amazing!" Chori said, twirling under a contraption that dispensed biscuits. Wallace blushed.
Wow, that's very
"Well, it's nothing
on
compared
brand
to your
for Wallace and
talents.
Gromit.
Speaking of which, why not a musical collaboration, eh? I've got just the thing." He unveiled a bizarre-looking instrument, a mix of pipes, strings, and cheese wheels. Heejin cocked her head. "Does it work?" Wallace grinned. "Let's find out." With Jinsol on the keys, Choueri on percussion, and Kim Lip experimenting with the cheese wheel turntable, RTMS created a surprisingly harmonious tune.
Cheese wheel turn.
Heejin led with her voice, blending traditional Korean
Dude, the
flair
last time
with
we
the
had
sound
something
of
like
Wallace's contraption.
Hasil. I
Gromit,
don't know how to
meanwhile,
pronounce
played
it.
backup on his trusty
I don't know how to
accordion,
pronounce it, but
much
that's
to
what
the
it
band's
looks
delight. Chaos and harmony,
Chaos.
but as is tradition in the Wallace and Gromit household, disaster struck.
You
The
know,
cheese wheel spun too fast,
their
flinging
voice,
cheddar
their
across
AI
the
voice
room.
feature is not as
The automatic toast
smart
butterer
as their
misfired,
AI
slathering
writing.
everything in sight.
No.
Gromit frantically tried to regain control of the
So
accordion.
when the
only to
voice
get
started,
tangled
I
in
thought it
straps.
was the
RTMS burst into laughter as
voice that
Wallace
Doug
scrambled
Doug
to fix
used
his
for
invention.
Sam.
A minor
Sam.
hiccup.
Oh,
he
that would be
exclaimed,
hilarious.
Dodging a rogue slice of Wensleydale. Kim Lip stepped forward. "No worries, Wallace. This is the most fun we've had in ages." Jinsol added, "And we're definitely putting that cheese wheel turntable in our next video."
You heard it here,
As
folks.
the sun set over Wigan, RTMS said their goodbyes. "Thank you for the hospitality," Heejin said. "And the cheese." Wallace beamed. "Oh, the pleasure was all ours. Anytime you fancy a return visit, you know where to find us." Gromit handed them a parcel of Wensleydale, along with a small mechanical bird that chirped one of Artemis's melodies, a parting gift from Wallace.
Well,
As the van drove off, Wallace
It's a
turned to
pipe bomb.
Gromit. "Well, lad, that was a smashing success. I dare say we're international now." Gromit sighed, shaking his head with a smile, as Wallace began tinkering with another invention. Somewhere in the distance, a faint melody lingered, a blend of Artemis's harmony and the unmistakable charm of Wensleydale.
there you go, chat. You better never ask me for anything ever again.
They will.
Never ask me for anything ever again.
There.
Oh, Alex is here. And
Okay.
she said something cursed.
Depending upon Alex's opinion, we will either do one more for her to be part of it, or we will start a movie. Justin, how you feeling?
Ah!
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that one time we did the B-movie script, but it's a Mad Lib. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do actually.
That was very funny.
It
we
was
could
chaos.
not get through like 2 minutes without laughing. I'm glad you guys liked it, Cheesecake. I guess consider this an advertisement for ChatGPT, which I am not paid by, but do enjoy using on occasion. It is a helpful assistant.
The text is still on the screen if you care to read it, but
Oh God.
so you get to choose what we do next. We can either stop doing this, or
you can do one more so you can see it.
yeah.
I want to see one more.
Okay, hell yeah.
All right.
All right, let's go back to the tried and true.
So this is.
Or do you guys want to try out the trait thing now?
No, let's do superheroes and then maybe we can do traits. So what we used to do is we used to play this old game where you go to the superhero wiki, you pick random superpower, you hit that twice, and whatever you get, that's what your superhero is. And then somebody else does that, and then you argue about whose superhero would win.
Oh, you're all going down.
The
So,
way that we changed
but-
it is that now ChatGPT writes a story about the battle.
Yes.
Okay,
So what do we get? Blade,
Blade
projection.
projection.
Oh,
That's
and they
pretty-
show
that's pretty baller.
the best. Oh man.
Okay.
Flower!
Transmutation.
Flower sword!
Nice, nice.
What the fuck?
Alright, excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't usually do that on stream.
Primordial,
Primordial.
ice
Okay.
generation.
What makes it primordial?
Soup.
And thermal power link.
Okay, second one definitely fucks. I'm sorry. First one.
One's
no.
thermal energy linked to their powers.
Okay.
So you literally just made Icy Hot from My Hero versus
Some dude who's
Gilgamesh.
really good at throwing swords.
Gilgamesh if he was a
Flower.
Gilgamesh if
Nature
he was
spirit.
5% more fruity.
only 5%.
Have you seen him?
Yeah.
That's an old inside joke. All right.
So what? He's 105% fruity now.
Yeah, pretty much. So, I should put the music back on while we're doing this, at least. Until we get to the part.
All right.
Alright, so we gotta come up with...
use blades projectiles, so power of attack, power use blade.
Yeah, so we have... Let's come up with the hero names first.
I'm trying to work in like blade is in a blade of grass or something.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
But like, there's
How
no
do you
way.
do that,
Yeah,
right?
there's no way to like connect them.
Damn.
Because flower transmutation turn creatures and objects into flowers or anything related to flora.
Mmm.
The animist.
Veggie Man.
Veggie light.
Look up Veggie Man, you'll know what I mean.
Veggie hunt.
The mitochondria.
The mitochondria.
I don't know. I like the animist.
Animist? It's not terrible. I could get on board with that.
Mitochondria.
Mitochondria.
No, the mitochondria is a process. So, chloroform. No. No.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll.
You were
wanted to
close.
just be
I
like,
don't know what's going on in chat, so I'm gonna ignore it.
Chlorophyll.
They want it again.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, Wait, do you mean like chlorophyll like a name, Phil?
Yeah. Chlorophyll,
I
but it's
don't know, that
spelled
one's
like
pretty good.
P-H-I.
It's
Dude.
funny.
No.
Yeah?
Yeah, chlorophyll.
Yes.
Like, no.
What is your response to the allegations?
It's not true. None of it, except for that one thing about the dog.
What?
Alright, roll that video, Jeffrey.
Jamie, can we get that video?
Alright, now that a whole world of 15 people who are left alive after what you did are here, what do you think of the allegations now?
You can't do shit to me, it's all true.
I get a minion and you're going.
Wow, wonderful. Now's the part we tell her it was all a prank. Yeah, you are being filmed right now.
I know, I'm running a live stream.
Oh yeah, we're
this?
streaming.
Okay.
Okay.
This guy put this in the fridge. What the fuck?
I think he's just doing it to upset you.
I was not.
Okay.
No.
The other guy, the one who has primordial
Primordial
ice
ice.
generation and thermal power link.
He likes
What is this
soggy.
character?
Soggy?
Also, this song is baller.
Yeah.
Soggy.
He's soggy bottoms.
Literally.
Is Icy Hot actually his name?
No.
Then we're calling it Icy Hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Soggy
I think that is a term that Bakugo calls him
Yes.
as a negative connotation.
That's still
Soggy
funny.
bottoms?
No.
Your bottom is soggy.
No! His is.
Alright.
I forget why we established that, but we did.
It was because he put his Cheez-Its in the fridge.
Oh yeah.
What? How the fuck does the other thing work? What does that actually do? Thermal power link.
Ooh, Panic at the Disco.
Have one's thermal energy linked to one's powers. What the fuck does that mean?
Control them. The temperature fuels the powers and allows them to be strengthened and utilized on various levels.
Thanks, I hate it.
Okay.
I mean-
and
Firepower. Oh my god, wait, no, it's that bitch that you like. It's Karlach. Where the fuck is the snow melting in my hill?
this is nonsense. I don't know what the fuck I'm typing, but I don't want to think anymore. So there it is. Okay, guys. Before I hit this, anyone got any bets? Who do we think's
Honestly,
doing this?
I
Icy
bet
Hot-
we all lose.
Icy Hot kind of has
An
the
advantage.
edge
Icy
because
hot weed?
ice beats plants.
Yep.
I also set some on fire.
Also,
Yeah.
he's the second one, so he's probably gonna win.
Unfortunately, I'm with you on a lot of those points, so I'm not gonna make this interesting by voting against you. I
How
agree.
about
I've played Pokemon. I know what's gonna happen. Oh
Oh
yeah, fire beats steel.
Clash of Elements, Chlorophyll versus Icy
No, they really called him chlorophyll.
I
no
did call
fucking
him
way.
chlorophyll.
Let's
yeah.
go.
I thought it was funny.
Oh nice.
You all have to hear chlorophyll 5 times now.
This is where my lipstick went.
Damn.
Chapstick.
Somebody in the chat hates us for which story was the horrible one? Was it the Wallace and Gromit one? Because
I hate you.
the other part of the chat loved that story.
I wanted to hear that one. Nathan was ranting and raving about it upstairs. He was
A
like, the
clash
worst
of
thing
elements,
that's happening. I
chlorophyll
was
versus
like,
icy
what?
hot. The botanical garden was eerily quiet, its once vibrant greenery now a battleground of frozen leaves and scattered petals. The moonlight filtered through a cracked glass dome, casting eerie shadows over the ruined oasis. At one end of the garden stood Chlorophyll, cloaked in a flowing robe of vines and blossoms. His emerald eyes glinted with a calm menace as he caressed a glowing blade of ethereal green light. Flowers sprouted in his wake with every step, and the air around him smelled of spring, a stark contrast to the deadly power he wielded. Across from him stood Icy Hot, their body flickering between extremes. One side was encased in frost, the other radiating heat waves
Please
that
don't drink
shimmered in
chlorine,
the cool
Chad.
night air. Their breath hung like mist,
I got
but their
spoiled.
glowing eyes betrayed no hesitation.
I actually didn't. I wasn't paying attention.
You're corrupting this place, Chlorophyll said, his voice soft but firm. Nature doesn't need your extremes. Icy Hot smirked. And you think turning living things into daisies is better? Let's settle this. The only round. Chlorophyll
Oh, shit, we got some
struck
moral
first,
gray
his
stuff
ethereal
going on.
blade slicing through the air in a luminous arc.
This isn't on the
The
screen,
energy
by the way.
extended
So.
outward, leaving a trail of glowing flowers in its wake.
Yeah, that's why
The
we
blade
did it.
streaked toward Icy Hot with deadly precision, but they dodged, the temperature around them plummeting. The flowers froze instantly, shattering like glass. Icy Hot retaliated by conjuring a sphere of primordial ice, its edges jagged and shimmering with an otherworldly chill.
Old ice.
They hurled it at Chlorophyll, the projectile carving through the air like a glacier. Chlorophyll raised a hand, vines bursting from the ground to intercept the spear, but the ice was too strong. The vines shattered, forcing him to leap aside. Not bad, Chlorophyll said, rolling to his feet. He extended his hand, sending a wave of green energy toward Icy Hot.
I think Icy Hot has got this, but
The
I'm
energy
rooting for
pulsed,
chlorophyll.
and the frost encasing Icy Hot's side began to sprout flowers, the transformation creeping dangerously close to their skin. Icy Hot gritted their teeth, flaring the heat side of their body to burn away the spreading flora. The sudden burst of fire sent a wave of scorching air toward Chlorophyll, who shielded himself with a barrier of vines. The turning point. Realizing they were at a stalemate,
It pauses
Icy
every now
Hot
and then.
pushed their abilities to the limit. The air around them warped as their body flickered between searing heat and bone-chilling cold. They slammed their fists into the ground, sending a shockwave of extreme temperatures in all directions. The garden erupted into chaos. Flowers wilted under the heat, only to crystallize seconds later
Hi,
under
Tyler.
the frost.
You don't want to know.
Chlorophyll stumbled as the temperature fluctuations disrupted his control over the flora. You're playing with fire and ice. Chlorophyll hissed, lashing out with a flurry of ethereal blades.
Nice to meet you.
Shut up!
Dodged most of them, but one struck their arm, leaving a glowing green wound that began to sprout small flowers.
Trinity's
Icy
coming
Hot
to
roared
kill
in
me.
pain, channeling their
What the
powers into
fuck?
a final gambit. They focused all their energy into their frost
You
side,
said you're playing with
summoning a
fire and
towering
ice,
wave
which
of
is
primordial
clearly like
ice
a
that surged
stupid,
toward Chlorophyll.
cheesy one-liner,
Chlorophyll
so I
countered
said
by
it.
plunging
Yeah,
his
way
blade
worse
into the
cheesy
ground,
one-liner.
causing
Yeah, but you
vines
said
to
it earlier,
erupt in a
too.
massive
I
wall
know.
of greenery. The two
It was
forces
intentionally
collided,
the same
ice
one.
and vines entangling in a climactic struggle. For a moment, it seemed like neither would give way. But then,
I wish I could
the
get
ice
that
began
in
to
the
consume
camera.
the vines, spreading its chill
Yeah, but
until
that
the
was-
entire barrier froze solid.
Hold on.
Chlorophyll staggered as his connection to the plants faltered. The final blow. Icy Hot didn't hesitate. They surged forward, their frost-coated fists slamming into Chlorophyll's chest. The impact sent him flying backward, crashing into a patch of frozen flowers. He groaned, attempting to rise, but the frost creeping up his limbs made movement impossible. Nature can't survive without balance, Icy Hot said, standing over their fallen opponent. And you threw it out of whack. Chlorophyll glared up at them as defiance dimmed but not extinguished. You
Wasn't planning
haven't
on
won
it.
anything.
I
Icy
know.
Hot stepped back, the frost receding as they regained control of their fluctuating powers. Maybe not, but I stopped you. Winner.
Damn.
Logic. Icy Hot's ability
Winner.
to manipulate
Logic.
both extreme temperatures and their primordial ice
That
gave
is
them
what
the
they
This
will always
is
say.
like the third time in a row they've
Chlorophyll's
given
powers
the victory to
were
an
potent but
ice
reliant on
team.
maintaining control over
character.
the
Why are there so many ice
was
powers?
neutralized by Icy Hot's devastating fluctuations and overwhelming force.
Next time, you want to do another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Alex wants to do another one.
Yeah. Chat also likes.
One more.
Yeah, Chad is pretty into this. Okay, fine. One more. We're not.
Should we up the ante and do 3 powers this time?
No, we should decrease
No,
the
because
ante.
I don't have the visual prepared for that.
Decrease the ante, but make it 4 people in a
4 people with
brawl.
1 power.
Dark energy attacks.
No, we're not doing that. Oh,
4 people share 1 power.
I
the
think
brain
I think
cell.
maybe we not do this
Talk
one
meta buttons at comment. No, why
Spell
wouldn't you keep
construct.
that one?
because
No!
the page didn't
The
exist.
text comment.
Okay, so we have dark
The text
energy
So, a
comment.
attack
dark wizard!
and
Can we
spell
get combat
con-
shoot
What is this?
efficiency?
What is this gif? Oh, it's from
Star
Star.
versus the forces of evil.
It's from Star versus.
Can we get combat shoe proficiency?
Combat you.
No, we can't. Because I can't move the visual to show that. Wait, I can do this though. There you go. Combat
She
shoot
got enough jiggle?
proficiency.
Damn.
Nice.
Alright, now back to the actual
Physics,
power.
Alright,
finally.
so we have a
Can we
dark
have one
wizard.
bunch of, like, moves
Yeah,
and
we got a
games
dark
and just-
wizard versus
Lizard
Lizard
folk
folk
physiology.
It's a lizard folk. It's just a lizard.
It's just a lizard.
It's
folk.
just a lizard, man.
It's a
It's
lizard
so-
with the ability to
Give him,
breathe
give him
underwater.
incredible
Ability
strength
to
or something.
Blessed defense.
blessed defense.
That dude lost
Oh.
a lot of blood.
It's
Goddamn.
blessed power to defend oneself.
How many times
Is that
have you
a
hit
7
less
deadly
than a
sins thing?
It is.
Is that a
Interesting.
kada?
Yo.
God, can
Yo. Alright. I think this is a decent matchup, I think.
Yeah,
There's no
alright.
ice powers, right, this
no.
time?
Correct.
Okay. We have a lizard folk with
We have a
really high
holy-
defense.
Yeah, we have a holy lizard versus a dark wizard.
Lizard.
Too bad it's not the lizard wizard. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
lizard
not the
versus wizard, though. What do we name these guys?
Pope Chupacabra.
She's so confident I can't say no.
Which one is Pope Chupacabra?
The lizard, obviously.
What do you mean, obviously? I thought it was the dark wizard!
Chupacabra is like a furry beast, isn't it? Though?
Yeah,
It-
the
alright.
Dark Magician versus Pope Chupacabra.
Dark. Okay, Dark Magician.
Dysentery.
Dysentery? What are you saying? Yeah, dude.
No. Give the Dark Wizard dysentery. No. Give the Dark
The
Wizard.
Dark Wizard of Dysentery.
Yes, give him dysentery now.
Dark Dysentery.
Yeah, we need a dysentery on this Dark Wizard.
Darth Vader? No.
Okay,
Darth
I need a vote here, guys. I need a vote. This is the last round.
Dark
Are we
Wizard of
trying to
dysentery,
maintain
Dark Wizard
some
of
semblance of
dysentery.
sanity?
No!
Okay, that's a
Oh my
vote.
God.
No, hold
I'm
on.
naming him Dark Dysentery. We're
Yeah.
not changing the powers, but I'm making him Dark Dysentery.
I eat lizards,
I
says
hate-
Cheesecake. Hi, Jaren.
You eat lizards?
Jared.
Hi, Jaren. How's it going? What are you doing? You're at work.
What the?
Actually, he should be out of work now, according to his timeline.
No.
According to
His timeline?
Jared,
What?
if you
Are
come
we
straight
accusing him
here,
of murder?
you can maybe make it for the movie. And not miss anything. Okay, Dark Dysentery. A wizard with dark magic attacks. What else did he have?
That's it.
So
In magic.
And spell
he's-
constructs.
In spell constructs, yeah.
Can't forget his. You
Dark-
can't forget his ads. This is clearly the villain,
Yeah.
and it's saying something because he's against someone named Pope Chupacabra.
I
Why
just
he
can't
so
wait to
weak?
hear the AI say, Pope Chupacabra. I can't even see it. Ah!
Are you good? Do you need to lie down? She's dying.
She got this.
Pope Chupacabra. Chupa?
With
Chupa.
blessed defense.
Chupa, 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 chupa.
Chippy, chippy, choppa, choppa, roomy, roomy,
Yes.
rabba.
That's this thing. Can you make a theme song and put that in between every single one? The Chippy
don't even
Hero
know what you-
Choppa.
Make you think a bit.
I don't even know what.
Doobie and the Daba.
I'm just gonna hit start, okay?
She cannot breathe. She is laughing so
Oh,
hard.
gosh. Dark Dysentery versus Pope Chupacabra.
Yeah!
This one is entirely Trinity's
no.
doing.
Round.
Bruh, I don't think.
Me neither, man.
Surely hit?
Got someone
Yeah,
to
surely hit.
Alright. Nobody. We don't want spoilers. Nobody read this. Okay.
No.
What do you guys think? Who's gonna win this?
Pope Chupacabra.
Us when it ends.
Justin was done with this 2 rounds ago.
Maybe still also dead. No.
Let me read
Oh, no. Okay, so it's gonna be enemies to lovers, and they're actually gonna.
That was the first one. That was the first one. That was the
Wait,
first
dead
one.
ass?
Kind of. They
Yeah.
became friends at the end. There
No.
was still a winner declared, though.
No, I'm talking hardcore.
They need to shark their.
Yeah. My man.
This one won't kill me.
Please. Okay, nobody
Going
look
back
at
to
the screen.
the
Nobody look at the
Omegaverse.
screen.
Going
I'm
back to
scrolling
the
down.
Omegaverse.
Nobody
Going
look
back
at
to
the
the
screen.
Omegaverse. Going back to the
No,
Omegaverse.
The
stop.
Holy Clash, Dark Dysentery versus Pope Chupacabra.
Justin's invested
The
now.
abandoned cathedral loomed in the heart of a forgotten city, its towering spires
Where's the
clawing at
crack?
the storm-filled sky.
Huh?
Inside, shattered stained glass windows painted with
Here,
hues
if
and
you really want to
fragments of light.
scroll.
The once sacred space, now a battleground. At the altar stood Pope Chupacabra, a towering lizard folk draped in a flowing white robe. His scales shimmered with an iridescent glow, and a radiant staff pulsed with divine energy in his clawed hand. His reptilian
I
eyes
like
scanned
him.
the darkness with calm resolve. You defile this holy ground, Pope Chupacabra hissed, his voice deep and commanding.
Oh my god.
Leave, and I shall grant you mercy.
Chupacabra.
Emerging from the shadows was
Chupacabra.
Dark Dysentery, his black robes swirling as if alive. His skeletal hands gripped a staff.
He's unlit!
Tip
Fuck
round
yeah.
with a pulsating green crystal. The air around him thickened with dread, his presence corrupting the faint light that dared to shine in the cathedral. Mercy? Dark Dysentery said, his voice like gravel in a coffin. Your faith is misplaced. Light has no place here. The only round, Dark Dysentery struck first, slamming his staff into the ground.
It's Dark Dysentery!
The jump
The
scare!
light dimming as arcane constructs burst from the floor.
I'm
Skeletal
shit
arms
sick.
clawed upward. grasping for Pope Chupacabra, their jagged fingers dripping with black ichor.
I kind of like this. This is
Pope
baller. I like this
Chupacabra
fight.
raised his staff, and a dome of golden light enveloped him. The skeletal constructs disintegrated upon contact, their dark energy sizzling
Now
into
this.
nothingness. With a fluid motion, the lizard folk swung his staff, unleashing a beam of holy light that surged toward dark dysentery. The dark wizard deflected it with a shield of shadow, the two energies colliding in a shower of sparks. Is that all your faith can muster? Dark dysentery sneered, summoning a swarm
You
of
smeared,
spectral
huh?
ravens. The birds screeched as they descended upon Pope Chupacabra, their beaks and talons glowing with dark magic.
On the wall.
Pope Chupacabra snarled, his holy aura flaring brighter. The ravens burst into flames as they neared him, their ashes spiraling into the air like dying embers. He charged forward, his clawed feet thundering on the marble floor,
What?
staff raised high.
He's a lizard.
His thought feet.
Dark
Well, I'm
dysentery
moving
conjured
on
a
to
massive,
No,
writhing
it's
serpent
fine.
from the shadows, its eyes glowing with malevolent energy. The creature coiled around the cathedral's pillars,
Bad.
striking at Pope Chupacabra with blinding speed. The lizard folk deflected the strike with his staff, but the serpent's tail slammed into him, sending him skidding backward.
He was
Regaining
shitting
his
back.
footing, Chupacabra planted his staff into the ground. The entire cathedral trembled as radiant energy erupted from beneath him, forming a network of golden veins that spread across the floor. The holy light surged up the serpent's body, reducing it to wisps of smoke. Dark dysentery growled, his patience wearing thin. He thrust his hands forward, and the shadows themselves came alive, forming a colossal clawed hand that swiped at Pope Chupacabra. The lizard folk raised his staff just in time, the golden barrier around him cracking under the force of the blow. You can't hold forever, lizard, Dark Dysentery said, his voice dripping with venom. Darkness always consumes
True.
light.
Shut
Pope Chupacabra smiled, a slow, deliberate baring of fangs. Not while faith burns brighter.
Aw.
The final blow. Summoning every ounce of his power, Pope Chupacabra lifted his staff, channeling divine energy into a blinding spear of light. At the same time, Dark Dysentery gathered his shadows into a swirling orb of pure malice. Its
Yeah,
edges crackling with dark
my
magic.
poop.
Both unleashed their attacks at once. The spear of light pierced through the darkness.
What the fuck is going on?
Dark Dysentery staggered as the divine energy tore
People
through
are
his
just
defense.
saying dirty words every now and then.
He screamed, his body writhing as the holy power burned away the shadows that sustained him.
I'm real glad for
Pope
Pope
Chupacabra
Chupacabra.
advanced, his staff glowing brighter with each step. He stopped inches from Dark Dysentery, who collapsed to his knees, his strength drained. Faith
His
is
ass
not
shooted.
fragile, Pope Chupacabra said, his voice steady.
His ass straight.
It endures. With a final surge of holy energy, he extinguished the last remnants of Dark Dysentery's magic. The cathedral fell silent, its light restored. Winner? Logic? Pope Chupacabra's divine defenses and ability to counter dark magic made him the logical victor. While Dark Dysentery's shadow constructs were formidable, they couldn't overcome the resilience and purity of Pope Chupacabra's blessed power.
Nice.
I feel sullied.
This reminds me, like, we just sent some guy with dysentery after the Pope. I think we knew who was gonna win.
It wasn't about winning. It was about sending a message.
Alright, now Dark Dysentery versus Sean Gray.
Do we have any personal favorites of the evening?
I don't know. The first one just held a special place because it was first.
I'm
No
a
other-
sucker for the Unstoppable Force. Justin and I came up with that name at the same fucking time.
I'm a
We
big
were on the
fan of
same
Pope
wavelength.
Chupacabra, believe it or not.
Same.
Yeah.
All right, chat. Any final words for the people of the internet?
Any final
You're welcome.
words? Rest in peace.
To all the amazing people of the internet, never stop creating, imagining, and sharing your unique ideas with the world. Whether it's superheroes, stories, or just spreading kindness, you're all part of what makes this digital universe so extraordinary. Stay curious, stay kind, and always embrace the power of your own narrative. Until next time, take care and keep being awesome.
Don't tell me what to do, bitch.
That's it. I'm gonna be a little.
Have a nice day. Don't tell me what to do.
Wallace eats Gromit!
This is just a conversation between us.
Like the
What?
dog
Good
or an
night.
actual
Don't tell me
Gromit?
what to do.
That's a quote from Drake and Josh, the movie.
Oh, we've had many of those conversations.
Wallace and Gromit in, hide the body.
What?
Don't
Okay,
give me
so-
more story.
Okay.
I mean,
hold on, hold
it's
on,
a
hold
funny
on,
one.
Hold on. So, at my work, there's actually a range nearby. And sometimes you'll hear gunfire, and the people passing through don't know there's one there. They're like, oh my god, is there a gun range? And I'll just be like, no. And then close the window. And then leave them to be scared.
No, that was just somebody who shot himself in the freezer.
I was like, no, there was gunshots. You should probably call the police. And then I closed the door.
No, but you should tip well. Ominously close his door.
What is happening? Is this Pope Chupacabra?
No,
versus-
it's Wallace and Gromit hide the body. That's not.
Look, Gromit, close.
Let's see, it's Control K, right?
All right, it actually
For what?
wrote a short
Industry.
story.
No.
Stop.
I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
Stop it. No.
Hash Wallace and Gromit.
Don't just
hide
mash
the body.
keys.
No.
It was a rainy night in Wigan, and Wallace paced the workshop, his face pale and his knitted vest unusually disheveled. Gromit sat at the table,
I don't
reading
know,
the
whatever
newspaper,
place they live in,
but his
probably.
brow furrowed
It's
at
some
the sight
stupid
of Wallace's
British shit.
jittery demeanor. Gromit, lad,
Whatever,
Wallace
British
said,
fucking
wringing his hands.
idiots.
We've got a bit of a situation on our hands.
Why did you become British while saying
Gromit
that?
lowered the paper, one eyebrow arching skeptically. Wallace gestured to the corner of the room,
Eyes
where an
twitching.
ominous tarp-covered lump lay. You see, the cheese-collecting automaton malfunctioned terribly. And now, well, now there's a body. Gromit sighed, pinching the bridge of his nose. This wasn't
He
the
just-
first time one of
he's
Wallace's
not concerned,
inventions
he's
had
just-
gone awry. Though
No,
body
Gromit
disposal
doesn't
was a new
talk 'cause
wrinkle.
he's the dog, right?
Help me, Gromit. We can't let the authorities get involved. They'll shut down the whole operation. Gromit begrudgingly stood and approached the tarp, peeking beneath it. His eyes widened, and he whipped his head toward Wallace, who had the decency to look
That would be
ashamed.
amazing.
It's only a garden gnome, Gromit, Wallace explained hastily. But it's smashed to bits, and Mrs. Mulchdown next
They
door
made it
loved
not
the
funny.
blasted thing.
Ooh.
They
If she
killed
finds
it.
out, she'll never forgive me.
PG.
Gromit rolled his eyes, but grabbed a broom and
They
dustpan.
killed it.
With methodical efficiency,
dead.
he swept up the
Do it
broken
with
shards,
chores.
while Wallace shredded over
Hide the
possible
corpse.
excuses.
Dead person.
By morning,
It's
evidence
almost
is
over
gone,
anyway.
Replaced with a newly sculpted
And we are
gnome,
also almost over because I'm not
including
dealing
the
with it
cheese
anymore.
hat on Wallace grinned as Mrs. Mulchdown admired the replacement from
Can
over
we
the
do
fence.
one more? Can we do?
All's well that ends well, eh? Gromit?
Please.
Wallace
Can we
said,
I just
do-
want you to
his
type the
faithful
letter
dog
No, no,
A,
no,
and then let's
Gromit
end on
only
that.
sighed,
No.
knowing it was just a matter of time
The guy
before
who
another
takes
invention
Curious
caused more
George.
trouble. The
Okay.
end.
The Hat Man?
Yes.
Hang on, hand me the keyboard.
Versus.
Hand me the
Versus.
keyboard.
Right.
Yellow hat. The hat man's the guy who money.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Versus the Babadook.
You know, I'm going to the bathroom. You guys have fun.
I want Curious George's father
You're in
and
the wrong
Babadook
place.
in the ring.
Close the tab.
No.
Uh-oh.
Stinky bastard, man.
Yes. Alright.
Right. You have WRI so far.
I'm starting over. What the fuck did I just do?
Nathan,
What?
that's it. Stream's over. Thank you for watching.
I looked down at the keyboard for 2 seconds and it opens a
Nathan-
fucking